Okay, y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj, and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I'm going to be trying to plan out my monthly budget for the month of May. If you are interested in seeing, if you've watched me do or refer to my budget sheets throughout the month when I'm doing my paycheck budget, this is where it starts. So if you are interested in seeing how I just blow myself away at the underage and overage of it all, then stick around and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got time.
All right, y'all, welcome back. So in today's video, I am going to be recording myself doing my monthly budget for the month of May. Catch the deep breath at the beginning. I have not closed out April quite yet, but I'm hoping for the best. I am going to just go ahead and jump right on into it. So, each month, I started trying to do monthly budgets just to kind of give myself a overall look at what my budget is looking like, because week over week it may sometimes seem as though I have extra money, but when I look at my budget as a whole, I realize that I don't. And that is helpful in a sense where it's going to keep, or it has been keeping me in line and being cautious and mindful that when I do come across extra money, I try my best. I ain't perfect and I don't succeed all the time, but I try my best to use it wisely or apply it to something that I know is going to be coming up in the near future. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. So for the month of April, when I did my monthly budget sheets, I didn't even finish it, to be honest with you, but it was looking as if I was going to be under by $1,000. Like I was going to be bringing in $1,000 less than what I actually needed. April was not a good month for me at all income wise. There was some things going on and the money just wasn't money. Okay. But with that being said, girl, we pulled in some extra here and there. We did what we had to do, whatever. But we'll see the outcome of that when we do our monthly closeout. And with this monthly sheet, I break my paychecks down week over week. So these sheets are kind of my version of the highlight method, where you would highlight each paycheck, and then each bill that will come out of that particular paycheck will have the same highlighting color. Well, the way my brain works, girl, I need some paper and pen, just, to break that down. So, also, it helps me when I'm doing my weekly paycheck budgets, because they go a little bit faster and easier because I already know what is going to be coming out of each paycheck. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So we are going to be working for in the month of May. And girl, let's just go ahead and jump into it. I already printed out the sheets that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. All right. And so, wait a minute. I'm not going to pull out so many. All right. So we have our monthly budget sheet, and then we have week 1 paycheck, week 2 paycheck, week 3, and week 4. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing I do is I fill out my monthly budget, and with the help of my monthly calendar layout. I'm gonna set the calculator to the side for a minute because we don't need that just yet. I want to make sure y'all could at least see this page. And then I also have my monthly bill tracker here to kind of help guide me. I kind of compare this to this just to kind of make sure that I did not forget nothing here on here. So yeah, so you'll see me kind of looking at this as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So usually I estimate my paycheck amounts first, but I don't want to scare myself right now. So remember last month, it was showing that we were going to be over by $1,000. Girl, let's hope that number ain't as bad, because if it's less than that, I have a better chance at bringing in some extras here and there to cover it. But girl, that was a lot to try to cover, okay? So this is for the month of May. I don't want to discourage myself at the beginning, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do this part last, girl, and I'll just give myself a big shocker at the end. We gonna just roll with the flow. All right, so first thing first is I start here with housing. So my mortgage, I talked about this in previous videos, a couple of videos back, that starting in the month of May, my mortgage is going to actually increase due to the fact that my homeowner's insurance increased. So if you've watched my budgeting videos, you've seen where each month, each week, I'll put to the side $700. Well, this time, because my mortgage is going up, I think I am going to be doing 700 and like 50 or 60. Let me see. What is my mortgage going up to? 22, 73, 54, 760. Okay. So I'm gonna be doing $760. Oh, I already had it wrote down. Okay. So my mortgage was, and y'all that are new to my channel, listen, I'm not gonna say I'm not your average budgeter, but I don't hide anything. Like I'm not ashamed of my budget. I'm not ashamed of my bills, girl. My mortgage is my mortgage. I really don't care who knows how much my mortgage is. I know, and that doesn't knock anybody who don't feel comfortable with sharing that information, but it just is what it is for me, because I need you to know what I'm looking at and what I'm paying and what I'm facing in order for you to get the full grasp of how I be, girl, maneuvering through this budget, okay? But my mortgage is going up for the month of May, and so the new amount is going to be $2273.54. So I write that there. And then Vivint is my security system, or the provider. I'm soon going to be getting rid of this as soon as I pay off Fortiva. So I didn't know this at the time that I signed up for this years and years ago. When I got Vivint, I ended up getting a bill for Fortiva. And I was like, what the hell is Fortiva? Well, come to find out, Vivint uses Fortiva to supply the equipment. And the equipment, you're purchasing the equipment, and it's spread out over a time period. So once I pay, so I pay two different entities. So I pay Vivint as the provider, and I pay Fortiva for the equipment. Girl, my best friend has cameras all around up and through her house, and she ain't got no monthly fee, and she got her cameras off of Amazon, and then she can see it through her phone. It record like everything I could do, she could do, and better. Okay, so girl, then on top of that, during the process of doing, because I've been having them for about 7 years. During the process, Fortiva has become a credit card. They changed it over to an actual credit card account. So that really ticked me off. So I only owe, I think, about $200 and something the last time I checked for this month. Once I pay off Fortiva, I am going to close that because I don't want that credit card. That wasn't even a credit card when I opened it, and I feel like they should have asked if they could do that and just, or give me the option to keep it as a retail credit. Like, I don't know, but I just didn't like that. So once I pay this off, not only am I going to close Fortiva, but I'm going to cancel service with Vivint, and I'm just going to go and do like my bestie did and just buy me some cameras, put them up around my house, and girl, download the app, and just we going to do that, okay? But for the time being, Vivint is due at the end of the month, and it is $63.13, and then Fortiva is $36.54. All right, and then Fox Pest Control is my pest control, and that is $50 a month. All right, so then I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna wait before I total it. I'm gonna move over to utilities. I kind of come back and do my cash envelopes. I like to get my 4 walls done first and write all of that in. So electricity. Now, my Jeff Davis, y'all know about Jeff Davis, my older but goodies. Jeff Davis is always due toward the end of the month. So because Jeff Davis has pretty much just been paid and due, that bill is not out yet. But just based upon the last couple of months, and we haven't technically got into the summer months yet, I am going to just do an estimate with this one, and I hope that I'm under. I mean, yeah, I hope that it's going to be under than what I'm budgeting for, but I'm going to say $150, because last month, or this month, April, Jeff Davis was, what was Jeff Davis? $111.85. And then for March, Jeff Davis was $157.01. So yeah. So I'm just gonna say $150 for Jeff Davis. And then water. So water is came in at, I'm looking at my, okay, $49.18. All right, and then hopefully you can see this. All right, and then gas. So my gas bill, I pay water, gas, electric, So my gas bill is actually due at the beginning of the month, and it is going to be $51.47. Internet is $90.40. And then phone, I'm always off with the phone, because the phone, I just don't get it. AT&T, some months is like $10 over, $10 under, I don't know. But I'm just gonna stick with what it was last month, and if I'm over, good. That'll save me some money. But I am going to go with the last month, which was $269.64. And that is for 5 lines. All right. And then, so go down to transportation. So my car note, my truck note, I have an Infiniti QX80, and that is $721.57. Now, I usually put the second car note here, and this is for my daughter's car. I was paying $295, but Naya has been paying her this month she paid her own car note, and she told me, baby, girl, I got it. I got my money, okay? So I ain't got to hear your mouth this month. I'm gonna step up to the plate, and I'm gonna start. Now, I didn't mind paying her car note. I already paid the insurance. I didn't mind paying her car note her senior year in high school, first and second semester of college, whatever. Girl, you are 19, you work a job, and she recently decided that the route that she is going as far as college, she wants to do real estate. She wants to go get some certifications, so she's changing up things. Okay, fine, girl, figure it out. But you about to get some responsibility, because mama not paying your car note if you're not in school, or you not, girl. But while you trying to figure it out, you can't be, no. So welcome to the real world. I said that I was going to just still budget for it in case I do have to pick up, excuse me. But she said that she got it. She was like, mama, I've been saving my money. And I have my car note. So I said, for the sake of my anxiety and headache and stress, I ain't gonna put it on here. And I'm gonna hope and pray she ain't lying to me, or I'm gonna slap the piss out. All right, so usually I put $295 here, but I'm not gonna put anything there because Naya said she's gonna take care of her car note. I could put the $295 there and just add what she gonna give me up in the income, but girl, we trying to make this easy, okay? Just in case we have to clutch our pearls at the end. Gasoline. So this is how I budget or figure out what I'm going to pay toward cash envelopes and sinking funds. So I work from home. My oldest daughter has her own car. My middle daughter and my youngest daughter ride the school bus now. So I really don't drive as much as I used to. I used to pick all of them up from school, all three of them, and they all went to 3 different schools. So I was doing a lot of driving, plus the weekends and things like that. I don't drive that much. I mean, I drive, but I work from home every day. So, I don't need as much as I used to when it came down to gas. Plus, I have a big truck, But anyway, so how I decide that is I've been noticing that for the last month, I've been doing $30 a week, and that's been actually working, because by the time the next week come, I still have gas in my car, and when I put the 30 in, it just fill my tank back up. So I'm gonna stick with that. What I do is, so I've already figured that part out. Then I look at my paychecks and when I'm gonna get paid and when I'm gonna have extra income. So for this week, I see that I'm gonna have a paycheck, and then I will have some extra income. So I'm gonna do $30. Excuse me. This week is gonna be I don't have extra income, but I do get paid weekly. So I'm gonna do $30 there. So that's $60. And then here, this is going to be a very small paycheck, but I am going to have some extra income. So I'm going to add another 30. There's not going to be an income here. So I'm not even going to put nothing to the side for gas. And I'm just going to be mindful of that when I'm driving and putting, And then this last week, this will not be a full check, but I do have some extra income. So then that'll be another 30. So that's $120. I think that I can just roll with $100 for the month, and I will be good. So I'm going to put $100. Now, my insurance is a biatch. I paid $634.80. Sometimes one of the vehicles that's on my insurance, my dad has, sometimes he'll give me half of the insurance. I usually have to, if I would have to remind him or say, hey, Dad, are you whatever? But lately, I just haven't been, because he been having his little stuff going on, and I haven't been. I just been pulling the weight. But I'm probably going to be knocking on his door. So that's $634.80. I'm thinking about calling them, because my car insurance is with Progressive. So is my homeowner's insurance. You would think, okay, that I got a nice little discount or something. I've been having the car insurance longer than the homeowner's insurance. I changed my homeowner's insurance after Hurricane Laura, but I've been having Progressive for about 20 years, okay? You would think these bitches would be loyal, okay, and give your girl a deal. I'm going to call them and say, listen, what can I do to lower this monthly bill? Because, baby, this is a lot. Girl, I ain't paid this much in my life for insurance. Take me back to the 2000s when I was paying $100 for insurance. As a matter of fact, when I had my first car, my little 87 Honda Accord, baby, I was paying, I think, $68 with I think it was called US Agency. Baby, I had me old 87 Honda Accord with the, you know, but y'all know for my older ladies, baby, for my 40 plus gang, I had the car, my Honda was the ones where, remember back in the day when you had the flip lights, so when you turn your car on, the lights flip up, and then when you turn it off, the lights flip down. Baby, that was me with my tinted windows. Oh, you couldn't tell me shit in the streets of New Orleans, okay? But girl, take me back, okay? Take me back where it took me $15 to fill my tank up, okay? Gas was 99 cents. Girl, we'll never see them days again. I just don't see it. All right, y'all, back to the budget. So, pet. Okay, so pet, I don't think I'm going to have to do anything to the side for pet, because King, when I got my income tax, I put a nice little bit in King's envelope, and then I added some in February and March. So he's just now making a nice little dent in it. And I think I can go one more month without having to add nothing. So I'm a just not budget nothing for King. Fingers crossed. Okay, subscriptions. So subscriptions, this is all of my monthly subscriptions that I pay. That total up to $192.90. Plus, I have Sirius XM. That's a subscription. So if you add Sirius in this, that's $290 should be. So $192.90 plus $8 is what my Sirius is. So that's $200.90. So that's my subscriptions. So $290. Now, the only thing that comes out of my bill account is Sirius. Everything else, all of those subscriptions that I just showed you, come off of my business card, credit card. So what I do is, they come pretty much at the beginning of the month, off, and it's paid through my business credit card. What I do is I take that $192, the $8, I just budget that within my paycheck and put it in my bill account. But the ones that come, these are the ones that comes off of the Capital One business card. What I do is, so $192.90 comes off of this card at the beginning of the month. I break this up into two payments of $96.45. So you'll see, not only do I make my monthly payment for this, which is separate, I make my regular monthly payment for my Capital One business card, but I also pay $96.45 two times a month to cover what has went on there. That makes sense. So That's my subscriptions. Memberships, I don't have any memberships that is due right now, and USCI is $79, and that is my medical coding and billing. Okay, so that is that. The only thing that I need to add here is LCP. I always add that in, and that is $65.50. All right. Then we have debt is what I want to do next. Well, I guess we can do we can just go ahead and finish this front page first. No need to be scared. All right, so groceries. So groceries, again, this is how I do groceries. I look at my paydays and I see. Now I know ideally $300 a week is what works. But girl, we can't do that, okay? So but I also know 300 works, but I know just from me trial and error and doing it, when I meal plan, I can swing 200. I can do that. I can make it work. So looking at this, I think what I'm going to do, so I have a paycheck and an extra income here. So I'm going to say 200 this week. I'm going to say I have a full check here, but no extra income. So I'm going to say 200 here. This is going to be a small check, but I'm going to be mostly relying on extra income. So I'm going to say 150 here. Nothing is going to be this week, girl, because there ain't no income this week. Well, I am going to have an income. It's going to be, fingers crossed, I'm going to get a YouTube payout, and that's what income will be. But we'll probably use it towards some bills, if we have to. And then this week, this will be a nice little check, not a full check, but it'll do. This is going to be a full check. I mean, a full, some income. And actually, usually it's only 2 times a month that I pull extra income, but I'm actually going to be pulling 3. So that's actually an extra. But we're going to say, let's say 150. So we're going to budget for $700 in groceries for the month of May. And if we need to cut, that's where I'm cutting. These heifers gonna have to just make it do what it do. And some meat and bread, girl. Take it back to New Orleans Ninth Ward. Baby, get you a meat and bread sandwich. They ain't just Ninth Ward. Y'all all know what that. Y'all all know them days where your girl make you a damn sandwich and get you one of them little bag of chips. Okay, and be happy that you ain't experiencing on New Orleans Ninth Ward days where you had to put a little syrup on your bread and eat your syrup sandwich. Girl, these kids don't know nothing about no struggle. They don't know a damn thing about no struggle, girl. Get you a old nasty egg and rice meal. Shit. All right. Eating out. I really don't want to budget for this, but I just don't want to fool myself. So I'm going to say $50. Household. I'm pretty stacked up. The only thing that I probably will need to get throughout this month, is toothpaste, mouthwash, and probably fabric softener. So I'm just going to say $50. Tissue, paper towels, garbage bags, laundry detergent, like the big stuff that really, the heavy hitters, I'm good. I'm good on it. So that's cash envelope. So let's see. So we have $700 for groceries, 50 and 50, that's 100. So we're looking at $800. Oops. 800. All right, and then let's pull out our calculator. I'm gonna move this over to the side real quick. All right, so let's see, housing. So we have All right, so that's 24, 23, 21. Girl, some people, this is the whole monthly budget. Like that's their bills. Girl, that's just all right. Utilities. All right, so we looking at 610.69. All right, now we have miscellaneous, so that's subscriptions. So that's $345.40. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. All right, $721.57. 100 and $634.80. So that's $1456.37. All right, let's go over to the second page. All right. So first thing I do is I look at debt before I look at anything else, because the second page I have my sinking funds, savings challenges, savings. But the most important thing right now on this page is my debt, to be honest with you. So I am going to go back to my monthly bills just to make sure that I, don't forget to write something. All right, so let's go ahead. All right. Behind on bills. So let me just explain this category real quick. When I put this here because this is anytime I am ending a month and I have to rely on the first paycheck of the next month in order to close out the previous month. So that's what that means. I probably could have worded it different, but girl, let's just be honest. That's what that means. So let me give you an example. I said in my last video, budgeting video, that I was going to have to rely on the paycheck that I'm getting on the first to be able to complete progressive and that last payment for my truck. And I think it was something else, but we'll get to it when we do but that's what that means. So that first paycheck is going to not only cover this first week, but it's gonna cover that last week right there, or those last couple of days or whatever. So I have to total that up to see how much that check is going to have to cover some of those, last bills. So let's do that first. And girl, I think it's like $1,000. I'm serious. Let me go back to it. So we have, let me get my calculator. All right, so I know 317, 40, 240, 52, 1257.92. Damn. Girl, I'm going chic tail feather. So let's just put this here for right now, because maybe I could figure something out. But let's just put this here. Okay. Woo, that's pretty much a check. All right. Where's my sheet? Okay. So debt. All right, so my first debt is lending club. All right, and that is 118.34. All right, and then variables is pretty much what most of it is. So we have care credit, which is our debt snowball that we're working on. I need to look and see what the balance is. And our debt snowball amount is 170.20. Yeah. And then we have Capital One. So I have 3 of them, and I just write the total of all 3. So I have one ending in 3431, 4965 in the business one. So what I do is I just take and add them up. So for the month of May, one of them is $100, one is $51, and the other one is $67. So that's $218 that is going toward that card. Next, we have Firestone. It is $64.53. All right, and then my line of credit, Elastic. Let's see. That one is, I have 2 payments, $244.50 and $235.50. Okay, wait till I finish that out, because that's where bulk of it, my money going to, $480. I think I need to pay back $1,000 or $1,200, something like that. All right, so that's that. So let's add this up. So we have 480 on the calculator already.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, girl. I mean, oh my God, girl. Oh Lord, I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared. This can't be right. Is that right? Is my calculator right? 2,747.99. That can't be right. What? Okay. The nerve of me wanting to do something here. I usually do 150 here, but I'm gonna do 100. Look, I'm already cutting corners and I don't even know if I need to or not. School days, I don't really, school about to be out. And they have not pulled from their 8 months, so. Escrow, we're going to pass on it. The only thing, let me look at the only thing I really need to put, or would like to put, is car maintenance, and I think pills and potion. Yeah, because that's at 0. King is good. I'm not worried about school days. Home improvement. In beauty. All right. So let's see if we could do $25 there, and then $25 in pills and potion. If those of you are new to my channel and you don't know what pills and potion is, that is a sinking fund that I use for over-the-counter medication, prescription medication, and sometimes copay. I call that pills and potion. Everything else is not going to get anything. And this is just the envelope Beaute-ful that I have for myself, but I'm just going, girl, fall back. I'm not going to even worry about this right now. I hope we're going to live by the hope creed. I hope that I will be able to put at least 40, I like at least 2 of the trucks. And then y'all, we have not, like, y'all, listen. We have not did the 52-week challenge, girl, since I think since January or since February. Okay, we so behind on that challenge, but it's all good. We're gonna see if I think the next one is $47. And I'm gonna just stop right there because I'm pushing it. I already feel it that I'm gonna be, girl. So this is what, 87? And we not gonna do that. All right, so let's go ahead and total this up. So we have cash envelopes, which we are saying 800. I kind of want to change that to 650. I'm gonna change it, girl. Something in me is saying just change it. I don't know why, but I just wanna, I don't know, but I'm just gonna change it. I'm gonna say 650. So if I do 650, I'm gonna have to put a note to myself. So that's gonna be, how would I do that? So that would be 200. That would be, what I say here? 150. And 150. Nothing. And 150. 650. So I'm gonna do 200 the first week, and then week 2, 3, and 5. It's gonna be 150. So just put a note to myself. So week 1, 200. Week 2, 3, and 5 would be 150. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so I changed it to 650, y'all. So cash envelopes, so that means this gonna change. So that'll be
750. 750.
750. All right. All right, so $750. Housing 224, 23, 21. Utilities 610, 69. Miscellaneous 345, 40. Transportation 1456, 37. All right. And then we have sinking funds. So I didn't add that up. Oh yes, well, 150. So sinking funds is 150. Savings is 87. And challenges 0. And debt, Lord, 2747.99. You know that's bad when the debt is higher than the housing, girl. All right, so let me add this up. 85, 70, 66. $8,570.66, y'all. All right, let's go back here. So now we got to figure out what we think we're going to be bringing in for the month. So back to the calendar. All right, so here's how I do that. I look back at my pay period. So on the first, that's a full check, which is usually about $1,900. Extra income, I always budget for $1,060. It don't always be. Sometimes it's over, sometimes it's less, but I just stick with that, girl. Second week, full check, so that's $1,900. No extra income. This week is going to be $250 plus $1,060. So that's 61. Wait, let me start over. Let me just do the paychecks and then extra income. So $1,900 plus $1,900. And then $250 and nothing, and then probably $700. So we looking at $4,750. Damn, this already ain't looking good. $4,750 for income number one. And then income number two, so we have 3. So 1,060 times 3. So we're looking at $3,180. And extra income, so that is my income too. But when I say extra income here, I think I'm gonna change that. Well, I was going to change it to YouTube, but I mean, that's not always guaranteed. So, but looking at so far, right before I did the video, I did go to my YouTube studio and check to see if I'm projected to make payout, and I've already hit that threshold. So I'm thinking that we're going to probably close out somewhere around